Well, you're an even more tough act to follow, Ingrid. I think that your conviction, compassion, and ferocity is much needed in the times that we live in. I think it's fair to say that we live in dark times. You know, there's a collective despair, there is fear, there is rage, and unfortunately, women, children, and animals become collateral damage. You hear more about animals being abused than ever before. And I think that while it's easy to, like Ingrid said, is lock yourself away and not look away, I implore people to look more, because I think that keeps the humanity alive. You can't look away from the pain that is kind of resonating through the world. And while I'm a realist, I'm also a believer, and I do believe that in these fractured times globally, there is the glue of goodness that keeps the world together. I think each of you here, and especially PETA and PETA India, are proof of that glue of goodness, so thank you. Thank you, each of you. I am here simply for one thing, is yes, to celebrate the 25 years and the great achievements that we've seen on this screen. About Animal Rahat, I want to say thank you, especially because I have a little hen called Kylie who made it to the yearly calendar, who I found in my building that somebody wanted to use for black magic, and she's now thriving in Animal Rahat and even as a cover girl. So Kylie's a cover girl, so I've kind of introduced more than Sunny Leone to the world. And like John very kindly said that I gave him a break, but John gave me my first hit. And I think that he very kindly, if you remember, just as it's going to be re-releasing now, he was standing there holding a PETA mug back in 2002. So our commitment to PETA has been consistent. It's fair to say that animals have rescued me. You know, I can't take the credit for rescuing any animals. My dogs, my cats, any insect, any life that I have touched or has touched me has healed me and saved me. But we have miles to go before we sleep. I agree with John that we are a pretty cruel nation. We lack in empathy, and we need to help PETA with their mission, to help and to kind of be there more for the voiceless, and for that we need money. So I implore you all today to kind of dig into your hearts first and then your wallets, which is a by-the-by thing, to be able to kind of generously contribute to this mission, because I think and I believe that it is in giving that we receive. And to quote my favorite author, Jack London, he said, charity is not a bone thrown to the dog. Charity is a bone shared with the dog when you are as hungry as the dog. So I'd like to begin by putting my money where my mouth is, because I believe we are what we do, not what we say we do. And Sachin, if you can help me with a pen, please. Yes. Oh, there's one right here. I'm going to start by making a small donation, and guess what, guys? We have a very kind, generous person amongst us who is willing to match each of our donations up to 25 lakhs, which means that all of your donations, all of your contributions will actually double and go even further. So let me start with a token amount of 5 lakhs of rupees. That means we have 10. We already have 10, but Sachin was concerned about us hitting 25. We've already made it to 10. And I would like you all to please back me up on this and match this buck for buck. I write a little slowly, forgive me. Okay, so can we set the ball rolling? We've got 5 here, which means we have 10 already, and we have to make sure that we match the 25 years with a minimum of 25 lakhs before we leave this glorious room. So thank you very much, all of you. Please keep being compassionate, because it's considered uncool to show empathy nowadays. So, you know, don't go with that. Be kind, that goes a long way. Thank you.
When PETA first came to India, there was a gentleman called Jason who was associated with PETA. I'm sure all of you know Jason. Jason's now in Hawaii. That's what Ingrid tells me. He's looking after his son there. So hi Jason, if you ever see this video. And that was my initiation into PETA. I cared for animals from childhood, and I always wanted someone or somebody to look after them. And PETA came along and took the reins from there. So thank you PETA for doing this. Ingrid, thank you so much for making this happen. We've all consistently worked hard. I turned around, I looked at this hall, and I see a few of us sitting here. So to each and every one of you who is in this room, thank you so much for being a support, and I'm sure you're a far bigger support than what I lend to this cause. So thank you to each one of you for seriously lending your time, your money, and your efforts to animals. I am here by default. I promise you I wouldn't be able to do even 1/1,000,000th of what you guys do had I not been an actor. I have a platform, fortunately, that was provided to me by this lady sitting here, Pooja. My first film was Jason. She gave me the opportunity to stand up on my own 2 feet and make a little money, but also provide a platform to animals, which I believe are suffering in this country. Pooja's, she's stronger than any person, man or woman I've seen here. She's my hero. When we speak for the voiceless, let's all put in that effort collectively together. Let's all not feel shy to pick up the phone on each other in this room without thinking twice. Whether he's an actor, she's an industrialist, that person is a politician. Let's all get into this room together. Use our collective strength, because it's not about 1, 2, 3 fingers, it's about this collective strength, and try and effect change. Gandhi said this, that a country is known by the way they treat their animals. And I'm saying this on record, we do not treat our animals well. Okay, it's a shame. We really need to move in that direction. That was provided to me by this lady sitting here, Pooja. My first film was Jason. She gave me the opportunity to stand up on my own 2 feet and make a little money, but also provide a platform to animals, which I believe are suffering in this country. I have another friend here, somewhere in the audience, Meet. Meet, if you can put your hand up, I don't know where you are. Okay, Meet's there. He's a lawyer, and I always call him up when I see some kind of suffering that's happening here. I do not know too many laws, and I'm not smart enough. There's a 428, there's a section 429, there's a 11. I look at punishable offenses. I don't really understand the repercussions. I just know that some laws state that there's 10 rupees if there's cruelty to an animal. There's another law that says it's 50 rupees. There's another law that says you can't take dogs out of their locality and move them to another place. But I still see a lot of cruelty. Keeping that aside, I just want to speak about the positive side of things. I wish the next time we meet, we reconvene in a far larger room, a far bigger room, where there are so many more people that will lend to our cause, because that's very important. Let me put it this way, I've been here for about 25 years in my industry, and I hope that I don't have to say this, but till my last living breath, I will fight for the cause of animals with all of you. And we should not give up this cause, because see, as actors, we're here today, we're gone tomorrow. Okay, we've got to face that reality. But a lot of you in this room are very, very influential. And by God's grace, a lot of you have that financial capability and political will to effect change. So the only thing I'd request most of you and all of you is, please put that effort, put that pressure. Malti, let's put that pressure and let's make it happen. Okay? Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here, and wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Here's PETA India's founder, Ingrid Newkirk. act to follow. That's not fair at all, is it? It's wonderful to see all of you. Thank you so much for coming. It's an intimate group of very special supporters. And some of you I haven't seen before, but it is really great that you're here. Thank you so much. Those were just some of our most recent victories. And it's only thanks to our lovely loyal supporters, our members, that we have the funds, as John said, to do the things that we do. Without that, nothing. So let me mention some other outreach that we've done here and overseas. In the US, we had an exhibit that was called The Council of Animals, What to Do About the Humans. And it was in Washington, D.C., right by the White House. And we had tourists from all over India, all over the world, who would come to the National Mall. And we would have them listen to a coyote giving a speech. It was broiling hot, which was unusual for us. And we offered ice coolers, and we got a lot of listeners. Edward James Olmos, some of you may know. He is the Hollywood actor who starred in Blade Runner. He is the kind man who voiced the coyote for us. Behind the exhibit was the US Capitol, still there, with a building which, like the Lok Sabha, is where influential people, officials meet to make sure that nothing important ever happens in law. Well, that's not exactly true, because you know that we do get some things passed into law, as you saw in the video. But let me play for you a tiny bit of the video they heard on the mall.
Dear friends, we are gathered here today to discuss the problem of humanity, a problem we...
Pooja and all the members of PETA for putting in the effort to bring about awareness against cruelty to animals. May the tribe increase, may more people join this, and may youngsters of this generation who are watching this learn to be kind to animals. Wish you all the best, PETA, and a happy 25 years. जी मैं सिर्फ चाहूँगा कि जानवरों के लिए, पशु पक्षी के लिए बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट लॉज हम लाए. मैं ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी से यही रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा कि गेट लॉज फॉर एनिमल्स, क्रूअल्टी अगेंस्ट एनिमल्स, क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा क्रूअल्टी हो रहा है. क्रूअल्टी अगेंस्ट एनिमल्स अभी तक बंद नहीं हुआ है. उसे काबू में रखने के लिए स्ट्रिक्ट लॉज की ज़रूरत है. वो लॉज आप कानून को लेके आए. मेरे हिसाब से कानून तो काफ़ी है, करेक्ट, लेकिन उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने में हमारी कोशिश थोड़ी उसको बढ़ाए बस. या 1960 या 1972 हमने लॉज बनाए थे 1960 में. इमेजिन, एब्सोल्युटली, और अभी तक चेंज नहीं हुआ है. सो वी मेड लॉज अ लॉन्ग टाइम अगो. सेक्शंस का मुझे थोड़ा सा नॉलेज है, मैं लॉयर नहीं हूँ. सेक्शन 11, सेक्शन 428, सेक्शन 429, ऐसे बहुत सारे लॉज हैं, मैंने काफ़ी पढ़े इनके बारे में. और लॉज ठीक है, उनको इम्प्लीमेंट करना और लॉज को और स्ट्रिक्ट बनाना बहुत ज़रूरी है. या see, I'll tell you. So I think first thing, and this is my humble opinion, and I'll speak in Hindi and English, क्योंकि मेरे हिसाब से जो स्कूल के करिकुलम्स है, इन द करिकुलम ऑफ द स्कूल का जो सिलेबस है ना, उसमें एनिमल क्रूअल्टी के बारे में हमें बच्चों को सिखाना चाहिए कि नहीं करना चाहिए. जानवरों के साथ, जानवरों से प्यार करना चाहिए. आई थिंक दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि मेरे जनरेशन के जो पेरेंट्स हैं आर वेरी इग्नोरेंट ज़्यादातर. तो उन लोग स्ट्रे डॉग को देखेंगे, अरे इसको भगाओ यहाँ से ये करो वो करो. सो दे आर इग्नोरेंट. तो द ओनली वे हम न्यू जनरेशन को सिखा सकते हैं इज़ थ्रू स्कूल सिलेबसेस, थ्रू स्कूल एजुकेशन. वो बहुत ज़रूरी है. और दूसरा, मैं वापस रिपीट कर रहा हूँ, वी हैव टू टेल ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी, प्लीज़ बी स्ट्रिक्ट ऑन पीपल हु आर क्रूअल टू एनिमल्स. वो खुद पशु पक्षी से प्यार करते हैं. तो लॉज हमें इम्प्लीमेंट करना चाहिए, और बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग लॉज इम्प्लीमेंट करना चाहिए. वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. नहीं, मैं किसी को वेजिटेरियन या नॉन वेजिटेरियन मैं प्रोपेगेट नहीं करूँगा. वो मेरा बिजनेस नहीं है. मैं सिर्फ यही कहूँगा कि क्रूअल्टी अगेंस्ट एनिमल्स हम नहीं करें. जानवरों के साथ हम क्रूअल्टी, जो मैं करता हूँ अपनी निजी ज़िंदगी में, आई एम नॉट क्रूअल टू एनिमल्स. तो मैं चाहूँगा कि मेरे जैसे जो लोग हैं वो भी जानवरों से प्यार करें. स्पेशली हमारे यहाँ सिटीज़ में क्या ज़्यादातर क्या है इंडिया में, स्ट्रे डॉग्स एंड कैट्स एंड बर्ड्स बहुत सारे, तो उनके साथ हमें थोड़ा रिस्पेक्ट दें उनको. थैंक यू. एनीथिंग एल्स? थैंक यू सो मच.
You want to do one with the placard now?
Sure. We can hold it together like that.
Look here in the center. Thank you so much.
That's how you say.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
When did you get here?
हल्का से हाथ पीछे ना ना भाई, थोड़ा पीछे हाथ लो ना, तेरा मोबाइल मांग के लेना, थोड़ा हल्का सा. सब वेट.
Center.
सेंटर.
मैम यहाँ पे लेट में.
थैंक यू.